Good morning. Well, the Ubura coffee is gone. I'm back to my Black Rifle. I drink, what is it called? Blackbeard's Delight. Oh, little girl don't like to be held. But she's purring. So the Ubura is definitely already missed. But I also like my usual Black Rifle coffee. I have a friend at work, we talked a little bit about coffee. He doesn't grind his own. I'm trying to think the last time we didn't grind our own coffee. Well, she's never ground her own coffee. I think the last time was probably at the townhouse. So 6, 7, 8 years ago maybe. I'm sure I'm wrong, and I'm sure that the wife will correct me. So there is that. But we did a comparison, side by side, blind taste test. And you can definitely taste the difference. Fresh ground coffee tastes better. It simply does. It's fresher. I guess that the bean being a whole bean locks the flavor in. So there you go. You can, we aren't so militant about the freshness of the coffee that we are grinding it by the cup. As you can see, we have a grinder. Hop down, little girl. I'll show it to you. This is our grinder. And we like the convenience of it. A whole bag of beans will fit in here. This has got a rubber seal. I don't know how much freshness that preserves because the actual grind comes out into this catch. But I don't think this has a seal on it down here. So, I mean, you could do single dose coffee like that, but it's very convenient to have the coffee in a hopper. So I have personally become very accustomed to having the coffee in a hopper. We like pour over coffee. Again, this up here is our original pour over carafe. We still use it occasionally. However, this coffee pot, coffee maker, I guess technically it's a drip, but the spray head in the coffee maker, synthesizes pour over. So the coffee from the coffee maker is almost as good as pour over coffee. Almost. Very close. So close that actual pour over in the carafe is a rarity and kind of a treat now. The process itself is very is kind of ritualistic in that you get to go through all the steps manually, and it's almost if you do it every day, it almost turns into a meditation. I may go back to that. Why? I'm glad cats don't like coffee. They're already expensive enough. Come on. I don't want to be held, but I don't want to be left alone. That would be her motto. She's a good girl. And she can't be still. So, that's our coffee setup, pretty much in a nutshell. We don't have pre-ground. We grind it ourselves, but we do it with I think it's a Breville coffee grinder. We've often talked about getting a second grinder with a second hopper to to have different flavored coffee. Like today I'm having, Blackbeard's Delight. Maybe tomorrow I'd want Thin Blue Line, Kabura, Rwanda coffee. There's no telling. But especially with the wife not drinking coffee right now, she's on a coffee break. I don't think the beans would stay fresh enough with two hoppers. And although it's not an open air hopper, like I said, the bottom definitely doesn't seal where the beans come out. So that's our coffee, kind of a mini coffee, how our coffee setup works. We get, I'm getting my exercise in already. We get sleeves from Black Rifle Coffee, and then we just take the bag and dump it into the hopper. Problem solved. Look, I forgot we had this one. This is from Little Guatemala. My nephew had a coffee drive, and for his high school band. So I will be trying that out next, I believe. One of the downsides of not having a dose grinder, if we're going to continue to grind with the hopper grinder and the convenience that it gives us every morning, we have to use the whole bag pretty much. I mean, we can use this one as a dose grinder. It's not perfect in that aspect. I wonder if they make a hopper replacement for it. The whole thing comes apart so you can clean the grinder burrs. But I wonder if they make a hopper replacement for it that might convert it into a single dose grinder. I don't know. I'm very happy with my coffee situation at the moment. And I'm very, very happy to be in a world with these conveniences. I mean, my father drank. I can remember my mom and dad having Maxwell House and Folgers and whatever was cheapest and on sale. I remember that. And I also remember a pot of coffee being going just at the ready at all times. Good to go. Let's have some coffee. When I would ride with him to visit my sister, when he walked into the house, if he didn't smell coffee or see the pot full, he'd tell her, "Put on a pot." That was that there's coffee. I don't know how that started. I know how it started for him. For him, it started with the military. He was a Army retiree, and coffee, you know, keeps the military running. So my intention today, when I sat down here and after I did my health check, I do my blood pressure and my blood sugar in the mornings. My intention was to talk about the post office. I have very strong and very mixed feelings about the Postal Service. My father worked at the post office. I did a short stint at the post office, both as a mail handler and a rural carrier associate. Delivered mail on a fill-in basis for four different routes. So anytime the regular mail carrier, rural mail carrier wanted out, I wasn't a city deliverer. They'd call me and say, "Hey, be here at such and such time," and that's what I do. But maybe I'll save that for another day. Today's video kind of turned into a "this is my coffee" video. I miss the Ubura. This is very good coffee, though. It's delicious. And it's why we get it by the sleeve, because it is just, it's dependable. And fresh grind. That's where it's at. Just so good. I guess I should get ready for work. We have a meeting this morning. I'm sure some of you have a meeting every morning, but I'm a truck driver. I don't have a meeting every morning. I have a job every morning. But occasionally we have meetings. So it's not a big deal. I'm sure it's safety related or something along those lines. Policy related. Recently, we've had a few new policies because of some accidents somewhere else in the company. But I'm going to continue to enjoy my coffee. I hope you have a great cup of coffee and a fantastic Monday. I'll see you next time.